Follow us on Facebook at Off Script with Super E Podcast. Also follow us on Twitter at offscriptpod_1. Off Script with Super E recommends listener discretion, as these real but sometimes uncensored stories can be filled with mature content. Hello everybody, Jay here, back with another Off Script with some Super E stories. Little flabbergasted. A-Train, we're here in A-Train Studios, and we just did damn near a whole episode, and he realized he didn't hit record. So we've got to go back and try to capture the comedic gold that was taking place. A-Train, what do you got to say for yourself?
I am not a smart man. Yeah.
The board has 3 buttons on it, and one of them's record, and he didn't hit it.
I know. I am really sorry. Okay, let's recapture the magic.
Yes. So, Super E.
Yes.
Tell us about your settings. Where are you doing? Where are you sitting right now? I'm here with A-Train at A-Train Studios. You're not with us. What are you doing?
I feel like we're trying to get lightning in the bottle twice since Mr. Fat Thumbs couldn't hit record. But we'll give it a try. Right now, I'm sitting in the middle of nowhere in the western part of the Hoosier State in my giant driveway that I've always dreamed about.
Oh.
And I'm in the Mrs. Super E's pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
So
is your driveway, is it blacktop? You got cement ground or?
No, it's
we have lost anybody that's listening. But yeah, I think it's gravel, isn't it?
It's gravel.
Yeah,
the gravel gold out here.
Oh,
and it's raining, so it's kind of nice ambience. And like I said before, I'm away from the prying ears of the nosy females that occupy my residence. They'll be coming in, telling us what to do. They're very bossy, would tell us what to do. They'd probably say, hit record. But
yes,
we know what to do.
Yeah. We could have used their help.
Yeah,
exactly. But anyways, so you guys ready to hear a story?
Yeah, I guess since we're not going to be able to recap Skunky and the old couple.
Well,
I think we probably
want to gloss over Skunky.
That's come and gone.
All right.
Well, if A-Train would have hit record,
yeah.
Oh,
like Banya said, that was gold, Jerry.
You know what?
Gold.
I guarantee you, Skunky's going to come up again in another episode.
We'll bring Skunky up. But speaking of Skunky and things that smell like shit, this episode could be titled "She Shit Herself Out of Jail."
She?
Yes.
She shit herself out of jail.
Yes. Are you reading the card, Karnak?
Yes.
All right. Super E, do tell.
All right. Okay. If Ed McMahon is listening, I'm ready to tell this tale. 12 years ago, 13 years ago, again, not trying to elicit sympathy for me, but I always enjoy it. When I was going through chemo, I would get sick, and it was hard for me to drive and do things. And I had an intern.
Again with the intern.
The intern, again. Did you have an administrative assistant, too? Or
Yeah, I had them all.
Wow.
Okay.
Ben, the intern, was extremely helpful. And so, again, we were up there locking up prostitutes. And one day, we get this prostitute in the car. And I can't remember which ruse we used, where Ben was like going into the military, and this was his last, time of freedom out here, and so he was wanting to get a blow job, or he was my mentally challenged nephew,
I forgot about
He
that.
was wanting to get some head.
Yeah.
He played both parts very well. The latter seemed more natural for him. But anyways,
So hang on a minute. So Ben, he did play that role as the challenged nephew.
he could Ben. When he first came to me, he seemed like he's kind of nervous,
Yeah.
and all this stuff, and it didn't take him long where he just leapt head first right into all the craziness
Nice.
of what we had to do. So he, like I said, he could do any role, and he was a 20-year-old kid,
Right.
and but he was great. So we have this prostitute in the car that we picked up off 10th Street. That's the northern hot dog stand.
Mm-hmm.
Less frequented, but still a busy avenue for illicit sex acts for monetary compensation. So we picked this girl up, and I think her name was something like Tracy or something. And she's like, "Oh, yo, the police!" And we're like, "No, we're not the police."
So let me ask a quick question. Do you think
What?
Do you think when prostitutes get in the car with people who aren't the police, do they still ask, "Are you the police?"
Yes.
I think it's standard.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's pretty standard.
Did you ever interview any of those guys, Ernie? Super Rita, maybe, maybe to find out what they said to sound normal?
Now, what's that? Ask him what?
Did you ever interview a John? Be like, "Hey, listen, when a prostitute jumps in with you and it says, 'Are you the police?' How do you answer that? This is how I answer it. What do you think? What do you think works?" Little,
I never did that, but every new person that rode with us, that let's say it was a uniform officer that was doing a detail and ride with us, and they'd get their chance to try to pick up a prostitute. Every single one of them, when you said, "Okay, what happened?" They're like, "She asked me if I was the police, and I turned it around on her. I asked her, 'Are you the police?'"
Oh yeah.
Oh.
The old "Are you the police?"
Some new ground.
Right.
I said, yeah. Everybody said that.
Can't fire me. I quit.
Find that.
Yeah.
Lewis and Clark.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sorry to get you off on that. So,
What were we talking about?
So she's getting in the car.
Yes, the girl that shit herself out of jail, Tracy, I believe her name was. And so she immediately says, "Yo, the place." And we were like, negative. And I think I gave the story of he's going into the military, and she just ate it right up. "Oh, yeah, okay, man, I'll give your nephew some head. And then would you like some head?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And we made an agreement, and we were driving my old pickup truck that was the extended cab.
Yeah.
So she directed us to park behind her house. And it was like a overgrown grassy area. I thought, I don't think she lives here. It looks like a vacant house, but we'll pull in here anyway. And it was still daylight, summertime. We weren't worried for safety or anything.
Right.
And so we thought it was just going to be a quick, "Hey, give us your name and information," after we arrested her. We didn't know things were going to go get crazy fast and then get even worse. So after she agreed to form sex for money on both of us, she goes, "Let me see that money up front," which means, "Can I see the money out of your wallet?" And I said, "Sure." So I pull out my badge wallet, and I acted like I was going to open up and get us some money. And they go, "Oh, look at this." And she goes, "That's a motherfucking badge." I go, "Yes, I'm the police, and this is my little deputy.
This is my intern."
Yes. And she goes, "Oh, hell no." And somehow Ben was getting ready to open the door to get out and to make sure, to say, "Hey, come on out." She sees that door open up a little bit, and so she hits the extended cab door, the little half door.
Yeah.
And she shoves that open, and out she goes.
Okay.
And then Ben's able to grab her left arm. I jump out. I had a little bit of energy left, and I was able to grab her right arm. So now we're pulling her like she's doing the what do you call it? The Iron Cross. But she's putting up a big fight, so we're just spinning around in a circle. And then she said, "I ain't going to jail." I said, okay, just calm down, get your information. we're trying to say, hey, everything's going to be okay. And then we're going to throw her in jail. She goes, I ain't going to jail. And then all of a sudden I smelled something that smelled horrible. It's like if somebody stuck your face in a truck stop toilet after lunchtime, and the shit smell was that bad. And I said, oh my God, what is that smell? I said, Ben, do you smell that? What is there a bunch of dogs in this? She goes, hell no, I just shit myself. And I said, 10-9, which means say that again. I said, what? She goes, I just shit myself. You motherfuckers, you took me by surprise and startled me. When I get startled, I shit myself. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. And then we're still going in circles. Ben, what do we do? I don't know. Let's keep going in circles, man. Maybe we'll figure out something. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of people come busting out of that, what I thought was a vacant house. So these people are her relatives. She sees, they see Tracy with two strange redneck dudes doing a big, looks like some big river dance circle in the back, and then there's an awful smell. So everybody comes running out, and they're like, oh, damn, what? And they go, what's that smell? I go, she shit herself. And then they go, oh, who are you guys? I said, we're the police. We're going to lock her up for prostitution. But I said, Tracy, congratulations. You just shit yourself out of jail. And she was like, and then the big circle thing started slowing down. We all said, and she goes, oh, thank you so much, officer. I greatly appreciate that. I said, no problem. And then the families, we appreciate that. I said, I would appreciate if somebody go get her a fucking pair of pants and some wet wipes. So all we need to do is write down her information. And so we had to write down her information real quick to write a summons. And the whole time, she was stinking so bad that I just wrote as fast as I could. And then I finally was like, okay, I'll just guess the rest of it. Here's your copy. Get in there and put on some pants. And we jumped out in there and got out of there. I wish we had some, Lysol spray. I would have pulled her pants back a little bit and just sprayed it in there to try to kill that sin a little bit. Kind of like I would do with Skunky if he was around.
If Skunky was around. I wonder if she used that in future possible arrests. You know what I mean? The cop's going to lock her up, so she just...
Or if you're at like an IRS audit, well, man, it looks like you are. Oh, what's that smell? You just shit yourself out of the IRS.
So having worked those neighborhoods, as we all have, and knowing how many dogs are running around and just shitting at will in those neighborhoods and how they do stink, what kind of an ungodly bowel movement did she evacuate that you could smell that much over the dog shit?
It was like if she had broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and Lindbergh cheese.
So she's a vegetarian. Okay.
I don't know.
Yes.
She was a shititarian. I was almost a throw-up-itarian.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good move on Tracy's part.
Yeah,
that was smart.
Move, wasn't it? Yeah. Yes.
So did Ben quit?
Very good reaction.
Did your intern go,
there's no
I'm
way
out?
it's going to be like, start me a wagon and some Depends.
Ben liked it more after that.
Oh, you think he was like...
I don't know. I have a question about Ben. So do you think Ben put this internship, in air quotes, on his resume?
I think he did, but I hope he didn't go into detail on some.
Or have you ever been contacted from a possible employer of Ben? Hey, I understand that Ben was your intern. Can you tell us something about, did a girl really poop her pants? Did he really act like he was mentally challenged? Did you do those things?
I can tell you, you must have had some kind of inspirational effect on Ben, because he is in law enforcement now.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's an investigator.
Yes, he is.
No,
a different department.
Okay, within close an earshot?
Yeah. Not too far. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Good for him. We'll have to look him up and maybe, I don't know, maybe a guest spot?
Maybe.
we
the
could
show?
have him come on because he was right. Me and him planned that together to get that child molester that almost got away with it.
I think
That's
it'd be
right.
great. We should have him on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let him go down with the ship just like us.
If I had an intern, I'd have him set a date. Have him contact Ben and take care of that. But I don't have an intern.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm still active. I don't have one. Never had one.
No.
Yeah.
Oh well, we're not Super E.
And that's why, as I've said before, we don't have a show.
That's right.
Why he has the show.
Right.
Because he is Super E.
Right.
Well, anything to add to that, Super E?
Well, the only thing I need to add is, you know what? This is kind of like a little shout out time. I'm going to give a shout out to some of our younger listeners. Shout out to Cheyenne and Rianne, our Riverton Park fans,
Okay.
and the brave resource officers that all listen to the show there at Riverton Park High School. That some of them love the show. Shout out to those guys, and we appreciate them listening.
Right on. I love it. I wonder if that's... I'm going to double check and see some of the feedback I've got on social media and see if it's from some of them. I'll just dig a little deeper and see who it is. Maybe respond to them, huh? Excellent. Excellent. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and just cut this one. Make this a little, not quite a mini episode, but a normal episode because we're not drabbing on like crazy. So, anyway, A-Train, take us out.
Okay. See y'all. Bye.